Hello, everyone, and welcome to the MYBC Consulting's Where in the World is ... a W5Story session. Where I bring connections that I've met in my community so we can understand them a lot better with the collaboration questions that begin with who, what, where, when, and why. So without further ado, who are you?
My name is Ben Abel, and I am the founder-owner of Abel Marketing.
So Ben, what are five
Yes.
who hats that you wear in this life? So looking back at your life, what are the various who hats that you wear in this life?
Who am I? First of all, I am a son of two great parents. I am a father of a great daughter. I am a musician when I'm not doing marketing. I am a let's see, who else am I? I'm a passionate marketer and writer. There's five.
Ooh, so I'm going to go down. I always like to take a personal one and a business one. So
Sure, go
as
ahead.
a musician,
Mm-hmm.
what music do you play? Instruments? What's your genre?
Oh, geez. I've covered so much stuff over 30 years, but who and what do I play? These days,
Yeah.
I play blues music. Some is cover songs written by other artists, and some is written by me.
Mhm.
And I play primarily the guitar, and I sing, and I can sometimes play bass, and I sometimes play the slide guitar too.
Ooh, cool. I'm going to pause it
Yeah,
just for a second. I'm
sure.
personally inviting you to the Fort Langley Jazz and Arts Festival that I'm a
I saw that.
director, the social media director on the board. I'd love to see you
Right.
out at the festival on Saturday and Sunday at the free concerts. So that was
Ooh,
just a
that might be
commercial
tough.
interruption there.
Oh yeah, no, that's
Oh,
that's fine. I've actually heard of it, and I actually looked at it in previous years, and I think what happened to apply for that festival, Jeanette, was it got canceled probably because of COVID. I'm
yeah.
actually volunteering this year with the Coastal Jazz and Blues Society for the Vancouver Jazz Festival, just to kind of check it out.
So
I'd never been involved. Yeah, go ahead.
let's add that as a who hat that you're a volunteer.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just sort of trying
Yeah.
it out, see if I can make some new contacts. I've been to one. I
Awesome.
got to go to another volunteer orientation session on Wednesday just to find out about. I think I'm with the Jazz Fest for Vancouver, the International Jazz Festival. You have to do like a sign up. They have a little online portal,
Mhm.
and then you sign up and do shifts, and then you can pick varying things that you want to do. So that's what I'm doing.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I love music. I just absolutely adore music. So as a marketer,
Mm-hmm.
what do you do when you're wearing that who hat?
Well, that Who Hat has a long history.
Hmm.
Um, Starting probably, I like to say, oh God, 25 years ago, maybe longer. When I did a undergrad communications degree, which isn't really what you'd think is marketing. At SFU, it's a bachelor's. Then
Hmm.
I followed that up with a technology diploma BCIT, which is information technology. And how it blends well to where the Who Hat now of marketing is those two disciplines or those two bits of schooling gave me really a lot of experience to be involved in the world of online marketing and digital marketing.
Hmm.
I don't brand myself as a digital marketer, but that is my background. And so I did that, and within the company myself, it's just myself as a
Hmm.
freelancer. I've been started it really in part because of the pandemic, um,
Hmm.
and what I do there is focus on varying projects. I have one project that I've been a volunteer for a couple of years,
Hmm.
which I can plug, which is called TechSoup, and I do the social media and event hosting for the TechSoup Connect BC chapter. We have an event tomorrow, actually,
Okay.
and it's really all about how nonprofit leverage and use LinkedIn. It's going to be really, really good.
Mm.
So I do that as part of Able Marketing. That's some of my volunteer work. I do copywriting projects for people. I've just actually can share a link for a piece that just went out for a company that I was subcontracted to. It's an acupuncture and wellness clinic in Abbotsford. And so I'm doing a series of blog posts for them over the next year on varying health topics and to help promote the clinic itself.
Awesome. So where do you live and where can you serve in this Big Blue Marble?
Where do I live? I live in North Vancouver. I lived in North Vancouver for, oh God, 20 years. Actually, it might be 20 years this year. But I was born in Burnaby and raised there.
Yeah.
And so
Mm-hmm.
I served people in North Vancouver. When I started my business, what I say is I work with people in the Lower Mainland. I don't have this crazy area ambition to serve people all across Canada, although I could. Because I'm a marketer, I was trying to think about picking a target area and a target market where I could, even reasonably serving people in the Lower Mainland, it is pretty easy to get to number of places from North Vancouver, West Vancouver, Vancouver proper, Burnaby, those kinds of areas. And so I kind of focus on those areas of, I guess you can call it the city, right? But it's so many cities now.
Yeah, true enough. So
They're huge,
Ben,
right?
when did you decide that this is what you wanted your working life to be?
I think when it started was probably 2.5, 3 years ago, Jeanette. And there's a couple of things that
Mm-hmm.
happened. Pandemic played a part because my wife is a school teacher. She was teaching online from home. My daughter was not at school because school was shut down with COVID. We decided not to send my daughter back to school or daycare for the last month of the year in June 2020, just because of the pandemic. And my daughter was a preemie, and there's sort of issues with like the allergy clinic or like respiratory stuff. Nothing serious, but that was one reason. I'd also finished working for a company that got shut down, and so I was looking for work and looking for a way to have a flexible lifestyle to an extent to help get my daughter to and from school. She needs that extra support sometimes before and after school, and I had already done a lot of writing pre-pandemic. One time for a site that was a sports betting site, so it's all like hockey and baseball odds, and basically just creating articles around sports and sports betting.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, well, I should probably be doing freelance writing. I actually like working from home.
Mm-hmm.
And with the pandemic and needing to do some care for my daughter, and then just the way things evolved, I started looking at programs and things that I could do with all the education background that I mentioned, that I could, like find some kind of like an entrepreneur program or a coaching program, like Marshall's program, and I could sort of mix that all together into an actual business. That's how I came up with Abel Marketing. It takes a long time. I'm still working on even kind of honing it like down to certain service areas and certain niches and things of that nature.
So, number one, you've got the perfect last name because you're able to help people. So
Well,
that's
of
like the
course.
perfect last name.
Well, that does play a part. That does play a part.
Yeah, that's fantastic. I have to tell you,
Well, thank you.
you've got a fantastic last name. So Ben, what's your why in life?
Good question. I've been revisiting this a lot recently. Should thank Marshall Stern for it took the Create program. Give him an opportunity to plug his program here. But the why is something I've really focused on because when you do something like this, you've only worked for other people. It was really good to actually have you ask that question and to do that exercise because it's your personal and business why. And I mean, you can say it's to make money, but it's more than that, right? My personal why is I told you about some of my background and education I have that relates to marketing. I've had experience working on and in jobs that involves marketing. I enjoy doing it. I enjoy the challenges. Those are personal things. The business things are I have experience doing it for companies. And so I figured it was time now more than ever to do that. So it's really, you talk about being congruent with your personal and business wise. And I think what I'm doing now really fulfills that.
So I think that's a great why to be in that place in life, family.
Yeah.
That's a great why. So thank you so much, Ben, for sharing.
You're welcome. My
I'm
pleasure.
sure it's a very tiny bit of your original to you, your unique to you W5 story. We'll make sure that Ben afterwards in the Facebook after this video uploads, Ben will get you to put your information on how people can connect with you.
Yeah, sounds good, Jeanette. Thanks.
You're very welcome. So guys, this is how I do it in this world. I have this unbelievable pleasure of meeting so many incredible people, both far, wide, never in person, via Zoom and in person, and I get to bring them on and ask them those W5 questions. It's how we go deeper in relationship to be able to get into alignment, hey, to either be personal friends or maybe be business associates or collaborations. So I encourage you all, that first time you meet somebody, to ask them, who are you? What do you do? Where do you do it? When did you decide? And why? And build those relationships that'll last lifetimes. So Ben, stick around after we're done, because we've got to take our screenshot or USSI so I can use it for the thumbnail. Thank you, everybody.